Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahushua.
Rakta Yahushua.
Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahweh.
Rakta Yahushua.
Rakta Yahushua.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity.
Basically, we're going to do a lesson today on the son of perdition, man. Identify who the son of perdition are according to the scriptures, man. Because, through the spirit, the brothers know who it is, man. It's the so-called white man. But you got the white man, he ducking his judgment, man. He basically trying to claim everybody else's identity except his, man. But through the spirit, through the scriptures, we're going to go into who the son of perdition is, man. Because you got those churches out there, they basically like to push out the vibration that this one man gonna appear, which is gonna be the Antichrist, and everybody a lot of people gonna follow after him, man. But we gonna go into the scriptures and prove who that's actually talking about. It's actually talking about a whole nation of people, man. Go ahead,
This Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right, so 2 nations were in her womb, and 2 manner of people, man. 2 different nations. Even though they were twins, the Lord set it up to where it was 2 different nations in the womb, man. One was created good, one was created evil, man. Go ahead,
And it said, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder gonna serve the younger. Go ahead.
Verse 24.
Which that's a future prophecy that's gonna come to pass, man. According to 2 Ezra chapter 6, where it say Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their follow. Go ahead, bro.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Which Esau, which this the so-called white man, he not white, he red. He came out red, and that word hairy, basically they took the main definition out right there, but it basically one of the definitions right there used to be devil, man. So he came out wicked and he was red all over because he was born with no pigmentation, man. Go ahead.
It said, and like a hairy garment, and they called him his name Esau.
Right, they called his name Esau, Shashua, which means wasted away as he. Wasted away was that's how he looked at, man. He was wasted. He looked, his skin was basically translucent, where you can see his blood through his skin, man. So when our forefather Isaac actually saw him, that was the first thing that come to his mind was Esau, because he ain't had no pigmentation. Go ahead.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
And this Jacob goes into you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That y'all are Jacob, man, according to the Bible, man. Which Jacob's name was changed to Israel. He had 12 sons, man. What verse you at,
26.
Okay. Yeah, read the verse 27, then go ahead, then go to Genesis 27.
All right. Now Isaac was 60 years old when she buried him. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Right, so Esau was a cunning hunter, man. This one of the characteristics of Esau, man. He was a cunning hunter, which that goes right into the characteristics of the so-called white man today, man. He basically all into that hunting, man. He go hard at that hunting, man. Go ahead,
And it say a man. It said start at the top. It said the boys grew. And Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field.
Right, a man of the field. Go ahead.
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Right, which Jacob was a plain man. That goes until he was made upright. He was basically he was made upright, perfect and complete, man, in a moral sense and physical sense. Genesis 27, verse 38 through 39.
All right. It said Genesis chapter 27. Verse 37, and Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him look thy Lord, and all his burden have I given to him for servant. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son?
Right, so that was going to Jacob's blessing, man. Go ahead,
And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Come. Esau lifted up his voice and wept, man. Which we're gonna go into that scripture later. Go ahead.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
Right, and by thy sword shalt thou live, man. So this basically, this was Esau's blessing right here, man. This was describing how Esau was gonna live, man. Now, you got first Maccabees?
Yeah, can I make a point?
Go ahead.
And they talk about the fatness of the earth. That's why he's in these plushed out places. It's nice to have subdivisions. And then also when he goes to these other countries, how he takes their resources, man. That's the fatness of the earth, man. And this is first Maccabees 1:1. And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, a Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chetam.
Right, so this is going to Alexander the Greek, man. That's why it's so important to have the apocryphal part of the Bible, man. This a reason. This one of the main reasons Esau wanted the apocryphal took out of the Bible, man. Cause you got this basically known in history, man. Then they name it Alexander, man. Go ahead,
Has smitten Darius, king of the Persians, and Medes, and he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Read down to verse 3. Right, it's basically going into when you had the Grecian Empire that basically took down the Persian Empire. Go ahead,
And verse 2, and made many wars.
Right, it made many wars, man. Which this when Esau basically started to live out that blessing and that Isaac gave him, man. Because this was the first time. This was his first kingdom right here. Go ahead.
And won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. Verse 3, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
Right, he was exalted and his heart was lifted up through pride. Now skip down to verse 7. All
right, verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Go ahead. And read the verse 9, bro.
And his servants bare ruled everyone in his place. And
right, it's basically going to his 4 generals, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth. Right,
so basically when Esau came into his power, man, said evils were multiplied in the earth, man. Which is going to show you Esau was he was created evil, man. He that son of perdition that we gonna go into, man. Through the spirit now. Got that first Maccabees 3. Yeah, but first Maccabees chapter 3. Well, yes, like chapter 4, verse 59.
It's first Maccabees 4 and 59. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year.
Right, and there's some more history this you can go into history and look up about the Maccabees, man. About Judas Maccabees, how they was basically fighting against the Alexander 4 generals, man. Antiochus Epiphanes, man. Go ahead.
By space of 8 days, from 5 to 20 days of the month. Cassalou with mirth and gladness. At the times also they built up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers around about.
Right, see this going to when Judas basically had started a revolt, man, him and his brothers, and they basically went to rededicate the temple, man, that the Greeks had destroyed in Jerusalem, man. Go ahead.
These the Gentiles should come and try it down as they done it before.
I'll bring out something. Link up. Because, a lot of times people say the Apocrypha ain't part of the Bible. Hey, this is John 10 and 22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter, and Yahweh Shah walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
Right, man. So, come, there you go, man. The Feast of Dedication, man. Which that's how you go back on. And if you don't, because it speak of the Feast of Dedication right there in the New Testament, man. But you'll be lost. You'll be like, what's this talking about if you don't have the Apocrypha to go back to, man? But this the Feast of the Dedication right here, man. When Judas they actually had fought the Greeks back, man. You know, and they basically took Jerusalem back, man. They rededicated the temple, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
And they set their garrisons to keep garrison to keep it and forfeited. That's your rule. That's Sarah. That's Sarah to preserve it. That the people might have a defense against Idumea.
Right, see that the people may have a defense against Idumea, man, which disproving who those Greeks were, man. You know, they was called Greeks for the land they was in, but their true identity was Idumea, man. And our people knew that at the time, man. Now, what you got, Shakai? That Malachi?
Malachi 1 verse 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein have thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yeah, I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and lay his mountains and his heritage waste.
Right, because like the scripture said, wherein there has thou loved us, going into the Israelites, man. Because that's the first thing that'll come to our people mind. When they look at the conditions we in, when they look at how we don't stick together, it's like we the worst people on earth. So when we tell them, look, y'all the chosen people of the Most High, they be like, how, man? Look at how we are, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons in the wilderness.
Come.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Right, because that's what happened, man. You know, you had the Greek Empire, then you had the Roman Empire, man. Then Edom was taken down, man. But now they back in the power and they built their desolate places up, man. You know, go ahead out.
Thus said the Lord of hosts, they should build, but I will throw down, and they should call them the border of wickedness.
Right, and that's the point right there. They should call them the border of wickedness, man. You know, so it's like wherever Esau is, wickedness gonna spread. Why? Because he is the wicked, man. You know. You had some more.
Okay. It says, call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
Right, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
I got definition perdition.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just put the freedictionary.com. It says perdition.
I'll bring it. We'll go get that. We're gonna go into that.
I got the Zelda Combat Bible Dictionary. It says Edom figures permanently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God.
Right, see, so that's in the Bible dictionary, man, you know. And you know it's a so-called white scholar that wrote that, man. But at the time, he probably didn't even understand who Edom was, man. You know, but he just was basically going through, going through the scriptures and realized, look, whoever Edom are, they promise not to receive any mercy from the Most High, man. You know, we're gonna get that definition too, when we get that scripture on there for this. You had something else?
Yeah, it's 2 Maccabees chapter 7 verse 30, and it said, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses.
Right, it's going basically into Antiochus Epiphanes had, he was torturing, how many brothers? 5 or 7? 7 brothers, you know, go ahead.
And said, and thou that has been the author of all the mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High. Right,
it said thou has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, man. And he would not escape the hand of the Most High. So instead of giving you characteristics of Esau, man, you know, so this is why the so-called white man put all the pressure, all the traps set up for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is why y'all make up like 88%, really more than that. You know, 88% of the jail population in America, man. You know, because Esau is mischief he's the author of mischief against our people, man.
And I got that term author, and I think this is in the Greek. It goes back to the Latin. It's autor, which means creator.
Right, so he's the creator, man. You know, he's the writer. You know, he the originator of mischief against the Hebrews, man. You know, and it started in the womb of Rebecca, man. You know, it started right there. Which we ain't gonna go back to Cain, man. We're gonna keep it right there. You know, keep it kind of simple, man. You know, but when they said they were struggling in Rebecca's womb, man, that was the mischief right there, man. He was plotting, and then after he received that, after basically he learned that Jacob received a blessing from Isaac, man. That was Esau's whole man frame after that. After my father Isaac died, I'm gonna kill my brother Jacob, man. So that was his mind frame from then on, and it's just like it says, a perpetual hatred, man. It just continue to grow and grow, you know. You can say something more?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like the brother was saying, man, Esau has been the author of mischief, because just like when the Greeks came into power, which were Edomites, all right, what they were doing, they were sacking the temple, all right, they were forcing the Jews to convert to Hellenistic, the Greeks, Hellenists, what they call it, man, you know, following their culture. You know, they were killing the babies that were circumcised. And then you had the Herodian dynasty. When he came, what he do when Yahushua was born? He killed all the babies that were 2 years and under, man. And then you had the 70 AD when they did the siege on Jerusalem, man, all right, and sacked the temple, you know. And then you had the transatlantic trade slave, man, you know. And then you got what we got here to this day now, man. So they have been the author of mischief against the Hebrew Israelites, man, like the scripture said, man. I'm gonna finish this off. It said, for we suffer because of our sins, and though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastising and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
Right, so we've been suffering from our sins, man, since we became a people, man. Really, ever since Adam went off, man. Like I said, through one man we all sin, through one man we all gonna basically be saved, man. You know, go ahead. So we've been suffering for our sins until when we basically gonna suffer for our sins till Yahushua come redeem us, man. You know, because even though he died for our sins, and we gonna be redeemed at the end, it also going to the elect. He scourged them, man. So we still got to be purified from our sins now, man. You know, go ahead.
It said, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes.
And most wicked, man, you know, because that's who Esau is. He the most wicked, man. It said call him the border of wickedness, man. Basically, when you see Esau, call him wicked, man. You know, wicked. That's wickedness right there. Go ahead, huh?
And it said, lift up thy hands against the servants of the Most High, for thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of Almighty power who seeth all things.
Come, man. You know, so we had to suffer then into now, man. You know, because we suffered that, man. But then, like the brother mentioned, that transatlantic slave trade, we suffered gruesome then, man. You know, it was hell, man. You know,
the trail of tears, I forgot about that.
Come.
All right, made them Gadite walking there in the winter. You know, that long ass trail, man. All right, going back into the author of all the mischief of the Hebrew Israelites, man.
Huh.
It's Psalms 37:12. The wicked plot against the just.
There you go, man. The wicked plot against the just. Which, when you go into those, you know, you go into the characteristics. But it's already named Esau wicked, man. But when it said Jacob was a plain man, that word plain goes into upright, righteous, man. Perfect, complete, man. You know, go ahead. So because you're not gonna see white man in the Bible, man. But it's all according to the prophecies and the characteristics how you describe each nation, man. You know.
And that's upon him with his teeth.
Right there, and that's upon him with his teeth. Go ahead.
The Most High should laugh at him.
And the Most High been laughing at y'all, man. You know, we in the time now where the scripture said the Most High gonna have y'all in derision, man. All you nations, man. You know. Go ahead, huh?
For he said that his day is coming.
Come, right? Your day is.